Flashy. Are you living your best life? Are you living your best life? Tell your friends hello.
Yeah, I never met someone like you. Oh, to your mama, she a blessing. There's nothing that I would undo. We'll never hit C and snooze on you. Always tryna show you something new to you. Only wanna treat you right, never leave your side. Always on my mind, I memorize, fantasize everything but you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always for you, sweet.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Amanda. I'm so glad you're here. If you're not new, of course I'm glad you're here too. I love making these videos. I love reading your comments. Usually I answer every single comment I get, but I'm telling you what, I have been so busy being here until like 6 and 7 o'clock at night, and then coming home and trying to just do a few things around the house that needs to be done, and then editing, voiceovering, all that stuff. It's wearing me out. I'm so tired. But more than being tired, I'm sore. I am so sore. My legs, my butt, my fingers, my whole body hurts so bad. And I guess I'm just not used to getting up out of the floor, all that stuff, or maybe it's just my age telling on me. I don't know, but I am sore. I am tired. But anyway, I'm so glad to be back.
Baby, I've been craving for your love. Oh, yeah. Tryna make a little mama. Doesn't matter how you're gonna. You can lean on me like top pizza, yeah. Give me a piece of mind like you were Saint Teresa. But damn, you can also be a danger. Now movie I'm in like wild savannah, playing with lava. Damn, nah, toys I'm with drama. Wanna always be making love.
Hang on.
Mama gave me some money.
It's her birthday. She's 20.
She's been 19 for 8 years.
She's been what?
19 for 8 years.
You've been 19 for 8 years? Yep. Okay.
You steal, it's a crime. Damn girl, you're fine. When I'm with you, stars align. You steal, it's a crime. Damn girl, you're fine. Girl, you're fine. When I'm with you, stars align. Stars align.
Last night, my uncle hung the new light fixture in that guest bathroom, and he did buy a couple pieces of trim to go in there, so he is going to hang that. So that bathroom will pretty much be done after that. So we went ahead and moved on to the kitchen, the living room area, and I wanted to do the floors before I painted. I can paint and not make a mess. Usually I say that, I probably just jinxed myself. But when I lay floors, I do hit the walls. So I would rather lay the floors and then paint versus painting and then laying floors and then having to go back and touch up the walls, all that stuff. And we're laying some baseboard, and we need to paint that baseboard too. So I just wanted to go ahead and do the floors. And I already had half of it done in the kitchen, so that's what we decided to do. We pulled that refrigerator out and we put the flooring up under there, and then we went from the kitchen on into the living room. So we needed to pull the carpet up. We had to move some things around, and this house looks like it's a mess, but I promise it's usually not that bad. We still have some of the bathroom stuff sitting out in the living room. We have some of the kitchen stuff in the living room, some of the living room in the kitchen. We just have tools all over the place. So it is a mess, but that's just with any project, I think. But when we pulled this carpet up, there was so much dirt under this carpet on these floors. And I was like, man, you just think that you vacuum it all up. But there's so much, I think, that works down through the padding and gets just on that subfloor. It was just crazy at the dirt. So when they say that it's so much better for your allergies and stuff like that, having just hardwood or laminate, something like that, I can see why, I really can. But we were just pulling up the carpet, taking up those tack strips along the wall, and getting up any staples that were in the floor so we could just continue on into the living room with the flooring.
I wanna dance with you tonight, yeah. You close to me, feeling good, I believe I gotta have you in my life. You got that good, good vibe. I want to spend some time back with you. Oh, I got this gonna tell you right now, 'cause she's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming of. Hey, the one that I can live without. She's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming of. Hey, the one that I can live without. Can live without. Time after time after time, I'm wondering who is she to me. I'm gonna tell you right now, 'cause she's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming of. Hey, the one that I can live without.
Every day I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do, when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on a Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always put it on money when you can get rich by trying to see the other side?
They are going to take down the little strips that are in their living room, and I'm not even sure what that's called. It looks like little pieces of trim. You see it in mobile homes a lot. We're filling those cracks in, going to sand those down so that that's gone. And she also wanted this border took down, so that was just stapled up as well. So we're going to pull all that down, fill all that in, and it just be plain walls without the little pieces of trim. So when I went to continue with this floor, I was so afraid going from the kitchen into the living room. There was a little bit of a divider, and going around that, I was so afraid that the wood wouldn't line up, but it lined up fine. The only thing, their house is a little out of square, so as I went down this wall into the living room, I did have to trim off a little bit of the flooring on one side to make that fit right. So, you know, I think that's with any house, I think, as it sits there, but especially after 11 years that they've lived here, it's gonna settle. So this house was used when they bought it, so I'm not even sure how old this house is. I know my mom's is a 97 model, and it may be a little newer or around the same age as my mom's, I'm not sure, but it was a little out of square, which, like I said, our house was built in, I think, 2008, and ours is too. So, and ours is just a house. So, you know, I think that's to be expected with any home, but it was not a problem. We got that trimmed out, got that laid down, and this flooring, when you start it and you go around things and you have to cut, that's the biggest chunk of time you're going to spend. But after you get it going, it is so quick. I mean, you just zoom through it. So, you know, cutting around a vent, things like that, that takes time. But like I said, once you're in the middle, you just lay it. And I mean, I could get that down quicker than Heather could hand it to me, seriously.
Yeah, gotta put on my favorite song. I need a boost. Let's turn up the love. No, it is way too late, but I just can't get my eyes off you. Maybe we
will regret this, but tomorrow is another day. And I will do anything, I will do anything to get your love. Hey, won't you pour me another? I'm going in, so wish me good luck. Yeah, I gotta put on my favorite song, I need a boost. Let's turn up the love, because it's on. Ooh, ooh, keep my fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it's on. Ooh, ooh, let's turn up the love. Might have been one too many, should go home to my bed, sleep it off. But I can't stop believing you're the one I'ma be with tonight. So I will do anything, I will do anything to make you mine. Hey, won't you pour me another? I'm going in, so wish me good luck. Yeah, I gotta put on my favorite song, I need a boost. Let's turn up the love, because it's on. Ooh, ooh, keep my fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it's on. Ooh, ooh, let's turn up the love.
So today is my daughter Reagan's birthday. Today she is 20. If you guys are new and don't know, I have 4 girls. I have a daughter that's 21 and married, and I'll insert pictures so y'all can see. But she's married to my son-in-law, Hunter. And then I have Reagan. You all seen her just a few minutes ago. And then Kennedy is 17. She's fixing to leave for college to go to ETSU, and she's playing softball there. And then I have Allison, which is the only one I'll have left at home, and she's 12. So anyway, that's a little bit about my kiddos, and Reagan is so special to me. She is also the child that I butt heads with. If y'all have multiple children and you have one that has given you any gray hairs, she's mine, and I love her so much. She definitely keeps life interesting. There's never a dull moment. Life never gets boring with her here. So anyway, but I love her so much, and I'm so glad she had a good day. We had wings, they swam, we had the best evening with her, so glad that she had a good day. But it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on in today's video. It's just flooring, and I thought that's just pretty boring. And you know, there's only so many scenes of me laying flooring that's going to be interesting to you all, but that's just what we did today. But we got a lot done. It seems like it wasn't a whole lot, but really it was. I mean, it was a lot of hours, especially moving things around, cutting around things, pulling carpet up, all of that stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to finish up the flooring, and then I'm going to start on the walls. I've ordered a little something to do something special, kind of like an accent wall on the wall that looks kind of like an archway that goes into the kitchen. So I'm excited to do that. That's going to look really, really cool, I think. But on Saturday, I'm going to be going to my friend's house while she's going to be gone for the day, and I'm going to paint her kitchen cabinets and do her backsplash. So I'm so excited for you guys to see that. Her kitchen's so cute, and that's just going to make such a big difference in her house. Her cabinets are oak right now, so I think that's going to be really cool. It'll change it up a little bit for you guys too, because I'm going to film that as well. But then I'm going to be back here because we're doing her whole house. So there's still so much more to come.
Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. You make me wanna do better, I don't know why. You make me wanna do better.
I'm going to go ahead and read my devotional to you guys, and today's is weakness. That's why I take pleasure in my weakness and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians 12:10. Our rejoicing can be multiplied when we share our story with others. In doing so, we boast of God in our weakness. When our hardships come upon us, we have a unique opportunity to see how God will use them for our good and His glory. We can choose to view life differently than the world. We don't live for our own glory or selfish pursuits, so if God shows up during our troubles, we can welcome them and even rejoice in them. When has God proven His strength through your weakness? This page literally describes my whole life this last year and a half. To go from all the uncertainty, not knowing what was laying ahead of the girls and I, and all the decisions that I made that hurt my kids, it broke their heart. And there were even times I didn't know that I was making the right decision. But looking back now, hindsight's always 20/20. I can see so many times that God used so many situations in our lives to teach us lessons, to make us stronger, to help us grow, maybe even to use our story to help others. There's been so many of you that have messaged me and said you're going through it or your daughter's going through it, somebody you know, and that it's given you so much hope. It's given them so much hope. And I'm here to say that if God will walk with me, someone like me, so unworthy, and hold my hand, never let me do without, always help me stand, help me hold my head up, He will you too. I don't know what I would have done this last year and a half had it not been for the Lord. Even on my worst days, I can look back and say that I was so blessed, and I thank Him so much for the storms, because you don't learn a whole lot on the sunny days, but when it's storming, He'll teach you so much that you didn't even know you needed to learn. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you being here. I'm so glad to be back on here talking to you. I missed doing my voiceover last night. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thank you guys for loving me and supporting me when I didn't even love myself. It's a process, but we're all going to get there, right? So love yourself hard. Remember that I love you. If you feel like you don't have a friend in the world, remember that I love you so much and I am your friend. Also remember, Jesus loves you too. He'll walk with you every step of the way. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Won't you